What's up, YouTube people? It's me. I'm here. It's Wednesday. What the fuck is today? July 30th. And it's week, 28? Wait. 28. And I don't have stats because I think I probably gained another pound since last week. So if you really want to know, watch last week's, or at least the beginning of last week's. Okay, a few things I want to talk about today. I am, number one, I promised Scott I would wear my new Boba Fett shirt. So we'll show this shit off. Yeah, I have a jetpack. It's badass. I'm cool. Alright, I'm a dork, whatever. Anyway, so I'm wearing my new Boba Fett shirt. And let's see, what else do I have to talk about? Let's talk about my giveaway. So, in a dramatic turn of events, although Walter won, he decided that he wanted to give the prize to Jennifer Bleacher. So I spoke to Jennifer, and we discussed it, and the package is just about ready for shipment. My meat is actually cooking right now, or dehydrating, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully I'm going to ship that to her tomorrow. But that depends, because there was a caveat to this whole Walter winning. So see, I'm determined to get you to join Facebook, Walter. I mean, like it's got to happen. So it's your prize, and you can feel free to do whatever you want with it. I'll send it to whoever you want. I'll do whatever you want with it. But still, the stipulation of you have to join Facebook, it's pretty important. So I'm going out of town for a few days, so I hope that you can maybe join Facebook today so I can get this package sent off to Jennifer tomorrow before I leave. It would be nice, because everything's ready. And Sarah actually upped the ante and brought something down to include in the package. So, surprise. You'll see it when you get it. And actually, I talked to Jennifer, and she's going to do an unboxing video, because there are going to be a couple of extra things in there, and there's a couple of things she doesn't know about. So, that will be fun. So anyway, there's the prize giveaway stuff thing. So, this week, I am going to talk... Well, actually, I'm going to talk about my little trip now. So, I'm going on a trip. We're leaving tomorrow. Going out to New York to see my Coco, Corey J. Cook, who I have not seen since Tampa, which makes me sad. So we are going out there tomorrow. I'm going out there with Lauren and her boyfriend Josh, and we're meeting a couple people for dinner. And since I watched one of the people's videos already, and they didn't say who they were, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, so we're going to have fun. I think we're going to go out for sushi, which is always a good call. Yeah, so that will be good. Anyway, so the topic of today is pre-op and early out. What time? How long is it? I've been yapping for 4 minutes, and I haven't even hit the topic. What the fuck? Anyway, so pre-op and early out stuff. I still haven't been able to go through all of the questions because you guys had so many awesome ones. But these are 3 that I had. They were more questions, not topics. So I'm just going to kind of go over them a little bit. So pre-op, early out stuff. So VSG Val says, wow, nice giveaway. I would love you to recap your first month post-op, what you ate during the different phases, especially when you could start having regular food for the first time, how you felt, pain from surgery, or emotional crap. Just recap the first month. I'm a week post-op, and I would love to hear what you have to say about the topic. There are a lot of us newbies, so I think it would make a lot of us happy. Okay, so, well, let's see. First month post-op. So, I mean, my surgery went really, really well. My surgeon said it was completely textbook. I had no problem with that. And I may have mentioned this in a couple of videos ago, but I have my Mass General Bible. So I actually it's always right next to me anyway. So I just busted it out. The clear liquid diet that I was on was really only 1 day. 1 day post-op. It was 2 days pre-op, No, I'm sorry. It was one. It was the day before my surgery. I had nothing the day of surgery, and then I had clear liquids one day post-op. So the day I came home from the hospital, I was on clear liquids. Anyway, so no carbonation, no sugar, no calories, no caffeine, no alcohol. That's what they classify as a clear liquid. So I'm just going to flip through this very, very quickly, and some their suggestions. This comes from Mass General, so they kind of know their shit. Let me just see what we got here. All right, so clear liquids. Water, flavored water such as Fruit 2O, Propel, Vitamin Water Zero, has to be the zero. Sobe Water, Mio, and Hint. Crystal Light, Lemonade Light, which is made by Minute Maid. Decaf coffee or tea, but you can have milk and a sugar substitute, just not real sugar. Powdered packages of True Lemon, True Lime, Just Lemon, or Just Lime. Have you ever had those? They're actually pretty good. And they make more flavors than lemon and lime now. They make an orange and make like a raspberry lemonade. They're pretty good. Tomato or V8 juice, that would never fucking enter my mouth. These ones are salty liquids. Bouillon, clear broth. I had a decent amount of that my first bit out. Sugar-free Jello are solid. They considered solid liquids. Sugar-free Jello and or sugar-free popsicles. As long as the popsicles have less than 25 calories, they are considered calorie-free as far as they are concerned. Blah blah blah. So some of their suggestions, like this book is so great. They literally they show you pictures of. They're like, here, if you're an idiot, you can still follow this. So these are full liquids. Skim milk, Simply Smart, Lactate, blah, 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 blah. And these are all things that are easy to find. Carnation Instant Breakfast, any soy protein or whey protein powder, isolate, whatever, they're fine with. Light yogurt, Greek yogurt, diet pudding but they stress, and I've said this to a couple people, with pudding, they don't want you to buy the snack packs, the sugar-free ones. They want you to actually make them, because the sugar-free snack packs don't have any protein. When you make like sugar-free Jello pudding, it actually has protein because you're using milk. So that was a big thing. And then they recommend like simple things like Boost, Glucerna, Special K protein, and Short protein, blah blah blah. So that was that. Let's see now. Regular food, I could start to have regular food after 2 weeks. For me, it was 12 days because my post-op appointment was 12 days instead of 14. Scrambled eggs, cheese, refried beans, ham. That was one. People don't realize ham. Ham is like a very it's got a lot of water in it, so it goes down very easily. I had no problem tolerating that. What else? How did I feel? I felt actually really good. I just felt tired, just because I wasn't getting any real nutrition, I guess. So, but yeah, pain, I didn't really have any pain. Emotional crap didn't really hit me until later. The head game is for me, it was kind of completely irrelevant for my first 2 months, and then all of a sudden it hit me. And then, let's see. Yeah, that's about it for like the first month. We'll say first month. And I hope that answers your question. And Ellie Hoag, I hope I said that right. Hoag, I don't know. What was your biggest struggle after surgery? I'm almost 6 months out. Well, we're pretty close. So for me, if you've seen any of my other videos, losing too much weight was kind of a struggle. But I'm finally I have that under control. I've actually gained a couple of pounds back. And I plan on continuing to do so. So that should be good. The struggle, I think mental struggle was probably shopping, because everybody knows that I have a serious problem with that. But the problem, it was, and I'm saying was because it's not a problem anymore. It was actually, I refused to acknowledge the fact that I would fit in a smaller size than I would buy. So I would buy an extra large, and when a large was totally fine. Like this shirt is a large, and I've actually bought some medium shirts now. So yeah, I'm finally over that, but that was really difficult to wrap my head around. So when you start dropping the sizes quickly, you don't see it, and your head has to catch up. So finally my head is caught up. I've actually parted with some of my favorite t-shirts that were extra large. I gave them to one of the good friends of mine, and yeah, he loves them, so I'm happy. He's not getting Boba Fett, and Scott, neither are you, and neither are you, Phil. Just saying. If you want one, I sent you the link. You know where I got it. And sleeving is believing. Gucci Poo, you're awesome. How can I not love her just for saying that? I love seeing your cute little furry friends in the background of your videos. I have an extra cute furry friend back there today. Smile and nod. And chuckle. So...
I can't believe you just called me furry.
Look at your head.
That's awkward.
So, in the least stalkerish way possible, we've never actually talked, but I love watching your videos. I'm pre-op and wanted to know what was the diet plan you used prior to surgery. Prior to surgery, all right, I'm going to stop right there. Prior to surgery, I had a 6-month program. It wasn't necessarily a supervised diet. It was more of a supervised, it wasn't really supervised at all. I had to do 1 call a month with, she wasn't, I don't think she was actually a psychologist, but, you know, just somebody from my insurance companies, whatever. And we just talked, and it was just a good conversation that we had. You know, what do you think? Do you have any struggles? Do you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. So that's really all I had to do. As far as the diet that I was on, I wouldn't really call it a diet. I just ate really, really well. I would get up. I know I said this way, way back in one of my old videos, probably pre-op. Don't go back and watch it. But I was one of those people that I ruined my own metabolism because I didn't eat all day. I was one of those, like, I would get up, I would drink coffee, and I'd drink more coffee, and smoke cigarettes, and drink more coffee, and I would go to work, and I would be at work all day, and I wouldn't eat, and then I would get home from work, and I would be starving, and I would just pig out. So my psychologist actually said, she's like, look, you need to eat breakfast, you need to start getting in these habits, you have to do this. So I'm like, but, you know, my stomach doesn't want food in the morning, and I know I've talked to a lot of other people, and they say the same thing. So she's like, look, do this for me. I want you to get up every morning for 2 weeks and eat breakfast. I promise you, at the end of those 2 weeks, you're going to start waking up hungry. And I was like, oh, she's so full of shit. There's no way. Motherfucker, she was so right. I woke up, I started waking up hungry, and it was easy. So I would get up, and what I personally would do, I would either do a green smoothie, because I have a kitchen ninja, so I could make, like, anything. Not a smoothie, but like I would do green shakes or whatever you want to call them. I would do either one of those or a protein shake, and then I would have a Quest bar when I got to work, you know, or a little after I got there, and then I would probably have another Quest bar. Well, actually, no, I would eat something small for lunch, whether it was like just a couple pieces of cold cuts or whatever, and then I would have a Quest bar in the afternoon, and then I'd come home and I would have a small dinner. Nothing amazing, but nothing bad on most days. So, and I lost 49 pounds because I was 299 and my day of surgery was 250. So that worked. And I actually would have lost a lot more, but I had to stay above 250, or I had to stay above like 244 or something like that because my BMI would have dropped too low. So, okay, so let's see. What was your final punt, which took you, what was your final punt in which you took was the leap? I said this in my first video, and again, don't go back and watch it. A good friend of mine actually had, he had sleep apnea, like severe, way worse than I had it. And he actually died in his sleep from heart failure. And that was a huge wake-up call for me. So that wasn't the final, that was the first. The second was when I got diagnosed with diabetes. And as soon as that hit, literally that day, I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's just sign me up, get me a date, tell me what I got to do. So that's those two things, really. And Way to go on the thoughtfulness of your giveaway. Yeah, because it was super personal. That's what I wanted. Oh, less of Sarah. You got yourself a sweetie, like you didn't already know. Huh. So there.
Whatever.
Huh. I should have read these first. That would have been even funnier. What time is it? All right, I'm at 15 minutes, so I'm going to call it a day at that. So, going to New York, doing all kinds of fun stuff. I actually have doctor's appointments next week. I'm going to see my surgeon and my my primary at the weight center. So I have 2 doctor's appointments next week on Tuesday. So we will talk a little bit about those on Wednesday and how much trouble I'm going to be in because I do not work out that much. And until then, peace, love, and naked bunnies. And it is not just a journey, it's an adventure. Peace.